Please rise for the national anthem, which was played and recorded by the Osakis High School Band under the direction of Mr. Randy Resley.
Good evening. Welcome to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2021. We have an amazing group of seniors this year, and what an amazing year this has been. As indicated in your program, we have 27 students graduating with highest honors. Also in your program this evening is an insert listing each senior's future plans. At this time, I would like to recognize the Osakis School Board. These members have made education and learning a priority for our school district. School board members, please stand when I announce your names. Chairperson, Becky Hensley. Vice Chair, Michael Collins. Clerk, Amy Weiser. Treasurer, Justin Dahlheimer. Director, Greg Faber. Director, Jenny LeBrun. Thank you, school board members, for your work and dedication to Osakis School District. Wow, we've had a wonderful week celebrating the class of 2021, beginning with Senior Awards Night this past Monday. At that ceremony, we were able to highlight our students with various awards and scholarships. We once again would like to thank the following organizations and families for the generous donations and support of our students. The First National Bank of Osakis, Osakis Lions, Log Cabin Pizza, Douglas Scientific, Jim and Sharon Fearing and Family, Osakis District Memorial Scholarship Fund, George E. and May L. Barron, Brady Burbrick Memorial Scholarship, Osakis Sportsmen's Association, Danny Imdick Memorial Scholarship, Alexandria Masonic Lodge number 81, the Lyra Chapter Order of the Eastern Star, Lakes Area Professional Women, Osakis Heritage Center, Real Estate by Joe, Joan B. Larson Friends of the Library, Maureen Stetzel Bruzik Memorial, Royal B. and Eleanor M. Arvig, Alexandria Elks, Diane Fortenberry Memorial Scholarship, John Butner Memorial Scholarship, the Pergel Scholarship, the Chris George Memorial Scholarship, the Class of 1950, Alexandria Association of Realtors, Osakis Women's Association, the Paul Jorgensen Memorial Scholarship, the Osakis Education Association, the Villard Area Lions, the Viking Builders Association, True Service Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, Douglas County Corn and Soybean Growers, the Osakis VFW, and the graduating class of 2021. Let's please give them a round. Thank you. As previously presented on awards night, we would like to congratulate our students earning the achievement keys, as well as the student also chosen for the leadership key. These students are voted on by the Osakis High School faculty. Please stand as I call your name. Brittany Dietrich, Logan Grove, Caden Triebenbach, Tia Dykema, Austin Zarbach, Juliana Collins, J.C. Larson, and Allie Rock. The winner of the leadership key is Brittany Dietrich. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, and welcome again.
Throughout our time in Osakis Public School, we've collectively learned many lessons. Not only have we passed the required amount of classes to graduate, we have also gained experience that will transfer into the next chapter of our lives. We have learned so much from our teachers. They have taught us each about their respective subjects, and while doing so, they have passed on years of valuable life experiences. On behalf of my class, I thank our OHS teachers and staff members for all that they have done to guide us. We have also taught each other. As we have grown up together, we have formed friendships, competed with and against each other, and learned how to live. We grew together through the loss of nap time, the end of recess, the school, or at least the chemistry classroom, getting set on fire, our team's losses, and distance learning together. On a more positive note, we enjoyed our first field trips, AR cabinet prizes, time spent on the court, field, and stage, Allie's Quizlets, student section crowds, dances, pep rallies, playing catch in Mr. Bestie's class, and, of course, Mrs. Maddox stickers. As we go on to the next step of our lives, we will carry these experiences as they have shaped us into the people that we are today. I initially wanted to avoid discussing the coronavirus pandemic today because I don't want that to be what defines us as a class. However, I think that it is worth mentioning because we have all learned something throughout this time of loss. Because most of the senior memories that we were expecting to make were very altered, we learned that we do not always get what we want or seemingly deserve. After being physically distanced from friends and family members, we learned how truly important people are in our lives. For some of us, myself included, the absence of all the things that we occupy ourselves with, it took the absence of all the things that we occupy ourselves with to realize what we truly value in life. This is why I've come to the conclusion that life shouldn't be about what happened in the past. We cannot go back, and even if we could, it wouldn't be a good idea. Instead, life is about taking the lessons we learned from the past with us. To the class of 2021, I challenge you to learn from the experiences that you've had throughout the past 13 years. Most of all, I challenge you to remember to learn from the last year and enjoy the activities and people that you love most, because you never know when everything will change.
You know when you're reading a book and you reach the end of one chapter and a new one begins? For those of you who haven't read a book in a while, you might just have to imagine. At the end of the chapter, there is usually a little blank space between the final words of that chapter and the new words of the next. We have finished our previous chapter, and we are getting ready to write our next one. Our previous chapter had co-authors. We didn't write it ourselves. Our parents, guardians, family members, teachers, and other influential people in our lives help put our words on paper, sometimes literally. Our parents and guardians have supported and pushed us to achieve our fullest potential. The staff here at Osakis has taught us more than just academics. We have been taught responsibility, respect, honesty, and the value of hard work through our time with our teachers, coaches, advisors. We are so lucky to be a part of a school where, whether we like it or not sometimes, the faculty truly cares about our lives and well-being. If I had to title my previous chapter, I would title it Growing Up Osakis Strong. In the last year, that has been demonstrated to me countless times. When COVID-19 hit and our entire lives as we know it were turned upside down, I was shown Osakis Strong. The last year has consisted of very little certainty. But even during that, our teachers showed up for us. Our community showed up for us. Just a few weeks ago, we lost a beloved teacher, coach, mentor, and true silver streak. That day demonstrated Osakis Strong more than any other day in my memory. That day, even though our teachers, administrators, and other faculty members were grieving the loss of a friend and coworker, they showed up for us. They taught us, they cried with us, they grieved with us. That day, our community showed up for us. That day, we showed up for each other. There will never be enough words to describe what that day felt like, besides saying, we were Osakis Strong. Now you're probably wondering, wasn't this girl supposed to talk about the present? You'd be correct, but it would be impossible to talk about the present without talking about the past that has led us to where we are. Every day spent at school has led us to where we are. These are the final moments that we were all spent together, and for the present, I am ever so grateful. As we continue on our story, it is important that we take the lessons learned in the past, live in the present, and hope for the future. Grammar matters. In a sentence, changing where a comma goes or how you spell a word could change the entire meaning. Classmates, be the grammar. Be the simple change that can completely alter the way something works. We all have different passions, and with the tools we have gained here at OHS, we can change the meaning for the better wherever we are and with whatever we're doing. Class of 2021, I sincerely hope that the next chapter of our lives top the chapter that we have just closed. I hope we achieve everything we've ever dreamed of. I hope for successful careers, families, and lives for each and every one of you. It hasn't always been easy, but it was so worth it growing up with all of you. Write your next chapter with all the lessons we have been taught in the past, but don't forget to write it in real time. Don't forget, grammar matters.
What a pleasure it is to address you all in person. For all of you that have the order and events in front of you, you guys know my speeches on the future. After all we have been through in the past year and a half, I think we can agree that no one can guess the future. However, there is someone who does know the future. But on the behalf of Class of 2021, I want to thank our parents not only for what they have done for us, but what they have turned our future into. You have built us into who we are, and we could not be more grateful for you. Our future is a reflection of how you raised us. Thank you. To the underclassmen, high school can be confusing. For example, wondering how you did not grow at all in high school. Or wondering how you had 7 girlfriends in a month in 7th grade. Or a week. For some of you, it may be confusing how Senior Johnson and Mrs. Leitner can come up with such crazy stories. Or for the seniors in Mrs. Maddox's statistics class, how she can roast the living daylights out of Duncan. But high school may be confusing, but it's a time for learning and growth mentally, and for those that are not me physically, So take every opportunity you can to grow. One way you can grow is to take your education seriously. The staff and faculty have laid out a very good plan for us to become successful. You just have to put the effort in. If all you graduate knowing is the Pythagorean theorem and the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, then you did not apply yourself. But let's be honest, Mrs. Maddock would be very disappointed in us if we did not remember the quadratic formula after saying it so many times to us. So, finally, to my fellow graduates, control what you can control is a phrase I've heard a multitude of times throughout my athletic career. Doug Johnson stressed it for the wrestling team throughout this past wrestling season to control our attitude and our effort. When I got quarantined 2.5 weeks before the section tournament, he reminded me every day to control what I can control, with the same effort I would practicing on my own that I would in practice. When I got back to practice, he told me to make sure my attitude was confident. Every match I went out during the section tournament, I had to know I would win if I wanted to go to state. So I want you guys to go out into the future with the confidence that this school has provided you with what you need to know to be successful. A quote you have probably all heard is, "Show me your top 5 friends and I will show you your future." Wherever you go, surround yourselves with who you want to be. If you surround yourself with positive, successful people, you will become a positive, successful person. And as this is the last time most of the class of 2021 will be together, I want to wish you all God's grace. My faith is the most important aspect of my life, so I want to leave you with one closing thought. No matter how confusing or unknown the future may be, God knows exactly what is in the future and exactly what each one of us will do in our lives. So class of 2021, I challenge you to accept his plan for your life.
Superintendent Berquist and Board President Pensley, the following individuals have met all graduation requirements set forth by the state of Minnesota and the Osakis Board of Education. The graduates are ready to present themselves for their diplomas. Board President Hensley will present the diplomas to the students as they cross the stage. Please hold your applause until all students have received their diplomas. Thank you. Row 1, please rise. Jamal Abdul Qadir Ahmed. Chloe Vanessa Althaus. Kellen Judd Anderson. Carson Allen Berquist. Amanda Marie Berry. Brentley Leonard Bugard. Brooke Elizabeth Brider. Emma Grace Bronco. Ella Adelia Klausman. Juliana Marie Collins. Brittany Ann Dietrich. Cody Thomas Durkis. Destiny Ann Dorman. Lucas Matthew Duvier. Andrew Douglas Drevlo. Tia Faith Dykema. Ember Rose Eckel. Ryan James Engstrom. Brock Lauren Faber. Nicholas Ray Foss. Maria Guadalupe Garcia Ramirez. Christopher Gunner Goodwin. Logan Myron Grove. Cassandra Sue Halber. Hunter Charles Harlow. Christopher Patrick Harstead. Lainey Elise Hartshorn. Jaden Grace Hensley. Reed Eugene Hiles. Levi Craig Johnson. Jaron James Kurth. Joseph Martin Langner. J.C. Lynn Larson. Brendan Timothy Lawmeyer. Heidi Joyce Lawmeyer. Anthony Vladislav Leighton. Austin Michael Lennis. Austin Lewis Malvin. Trey Joseph Morrish. Waylon Donald Menshuber. Madison Rose Nystrom. Courtney Fern Olchen. Grace Marie Olchen. Benjamin Peter Gray Paulson. Riley Danielle Pelletier. Allie Brianne Rock. Sydney Marie Rock. Matthew Ralph Ramey. Nicole Ella Marie Roaring. Blake Thomas Rustling. Colby David Schnell. Christian Michael Schwart. Evan James Soderholm. Jason Leo Braun Summers. Austin Duane Stelling. Callie Louise Thompson. Kaya Elizabeth Toole. Kaden Renee Triebenbach. Jace Ralph Twardowski. Jacob Pierre Ewell. Duncan Scott Vandergon. Emily Joe Waldorf. Alyssa Faith Wallace. Rachel Joe Weir. Brianna Melinda Marie Weisfenning. Ty Matthew Werven. Jason Conrad Wiggins. Anna Diane Wolf. Ryan Allen Ruck. Helena Els Bieta Zajac. Austin Mitchell Zarbach. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Osakis High School and staff, it is my honor to present the class of 2021.
Class of 2021, the day that many of us have looked forward to and many of us have been dreading, is here now. We graduated. However, we would not be here without many of those who are present now and who are in our hearts. Without our parents and guardians, we would not be where we are today. So with that being said, thank you, parents and guardians. Thank you for coming to countless sporting events, plays, concerts, and many more events that have gone on throughout the years. Thank you for spending countless hours hearing us complain about our homework or something silly that happened at school. And thank you for celebrating and rejoicing our achievements with us. Without you guys, we wouldn't have been able to look up to someone that has helped push us to where we are now and where we're going after today. Another thank you that I cannot express enough is a thank you to our staff. Osakis Public School has not only assisted in raising many intelligent students, but also many hardworking, caring, and strong-willed individuals. The Osakis faculty is one part of Osakis that will be cherished forever. Without the help of our amazing teachers, many of us may not be here today or may not be pursuing what we are after we leave today. Thank you, teachers, for being great educators and great friends. Thank you, administrators, for providing us with the best faculty imaginable and keeping us moving throughout the years. Thank you, custodial staff, for keeping our school looking fresh and helping us make many of our events run smoothly. Thank you to the kitchen staff for feeding many hungry students and having a smile on your face while doing so. And a big thank you to Mrs. Berquist for spending countless hours helping students and finding their next step after today. There are not enough thank yous in the world for the amazing Osakis faculty that feels more than just a community for some. For many, they feel like a family. I know that we are all tired of COVID talk, but the past year and a half of our lives have been surrounded by the challenges that have been thrown at us due to COVID. I want to say once again, thank you to the administration and school board for doing all you could for us during these hard times. And thank you to the class of 2021 for still trying to make the most out of our senior year. Osakis Public Schools saw a majority of us walk into this building not knowing how to tie our shoes or say the ABCs. Now many of us are walking out of here writing a fresh 10 to 15 page paper, procrastinating a final project, or studying for one last test. Osakis has been the core for our learning and development. Without Osakis, we wouldn't be half of the wonderful people that we are today. Finally, I want to thank the class of 2021. We've gone through one of the toughest years of our lives so far together. You have all made this year memorable and more enjoyable than imaginable. Thank you for the countless hours of memories that you have made not only with your classmates, but with the faculty around you as well. The memories we have together may not be as numerous as they have been once we leave, but they will be with us forever. You all have grown into wonderful people and will continue to flourish after you leave here today. Whatever path you choose, I just want to say I wish you all the best of luck. Congratulations, class of 2021. We made it. Thank you and farewell.
Parents, as your graduate exits, we invite you to escort them from the ceremony. All other guests, please remain in your seats during the recessional until all graduates and their parents have exited the football field. All guests are invited to attend this evening's graduation parade. Thank you to everybody for supporting our students, our staff, our school, and once again, congratulations to the class of 2021.